Hello gamers, today's video is about how to get antiquities. We will go through the process about scrying and excavating, and we start all this in Solitude, Western Skyrim. In this beautiful spot here, Western Skyrim, known of course from the famous RPG game Skyrim, exactly duplicated, well, as good as possible I think. It's here where you need to go, Solitude, take the Solitude Way Shrine, get over there to the Antiquarian Circle. You will come across some people that will love to help you out to get this. This is where you meet Farita Numida. When you talk to her, she tells you and explains to you how you can scry and excavate. The rewards of this kind of process is that you get furnishings and all other kind of nice stuff, where you can enhance yourself a bit more like in the cosmetic way. So first of course you start out in the easy way and she will tell you how to teach. So what you need to do is you walk over to the other side of the room, go to the Antiquarian's Eye, and this is where you get a tool. This is where you get the Antiquarian Eye. You can access this by pressing I, go to Quick Slots, then to Tools. It's in the second bar from the top. Go to Tools, and there you see on the top the Antiquarian Eye. So equip it in Q. Okay, so go back to her.
Well. An excellent
and she gives you the skill line Scry.
Now then.
Now she wants you to go to Gabrielle.
Speak with me again.
Gabrielle is known, of course, from the main quest. Here it's, as in the Antiquities Codex, is explaining how to do it. Gabrielle's Bottle of Proving, double click on it, and the scrying part starts.
Well done.
This is your starting point, here with the number 1, where it says scry, and you have to make a line from here to over there that's connected all those dots. So as you can see here, those dots are already connected. So let's start by pressing those. So this makes your starting point, and of course you're still not there. So now you have to check out what will be the next one that connects it further. And you get several attempts in this case, so we'll press this one, and then this one. And that means that you claimed a foci, as they call it. And those facets helped to narrow down your search. By claiming all the foci, you get access to the excavation point. So press Alt Exit here. We are done here. Scrying process is updated, and the Gabrielle's Bottle of Proving should be visible on your map. It shows in this blue circle. Here is where you need to go to get the actually excavating. And in this case it means that you have to dig for a bit of treasure. So we go searching for the antiquity side. So now it's very accessible, as you can see here. This is the dig site that you have to excavate. What you could also do is when you press the Q, like I said before, then you get over here in the excavation site, and it tells you where it is. Now that you are on top of it, it's really easy. Well, we are now at the point that we can excavate an antiquity. There are several possibilities to do this. And we start out with the auger, and the auger gives you the ability. In this case, you have 9 options, as you can see here on this circle with this little diamond here. And it tells you that the auger, you can try the auger 9 times to find spot in this ground area to find Gabrielle's Bottle of Proving. Let's start this out. You press on the auger, and I always suggest that you find a way to make it more sensible, to exclude and determine where to go exactly where you think it is. So I suggest that we start here in the left corner. And then you can see that it tells you that those lined squares over on this antiquity map tells you this is orange, so you're far away from that. There are several colors red is very far away, orange is a bit far away, yellow is closer by, and green is on the spot. So now it says that you are in this upside down L form. It should be over there somewhere. So if you hover over this orange square, then it's visible. If you get out of it, then it's not visible anymore. So remember this, and we try to do the next one over there. And here we are, straight on the spot. We have a green spot. So we think it's about 4 or maybe sometimes it's 6 squares big. Tells us that we are on the right spot. We have 7 attempts left. So let's try if we can get it all. So as you can see here, it gives a yellow square. Let's try it a bit on the top. Also not in the right spot, so probably more to the left. Here it is green. Let's try it on here. Yellow, so we have to go upstairs there. Green. So this should do the trick. It's a maximum of 6 squares, so we can make sure that it is. And as you can see, this must be the thing. So those 6 squares is where the actually item is. So now we need to get a hand brush. In the beginning you have the availability of a brush, and later you will actually get a shovel that makes it faster to do to remove big pieces of dirt. So let's do it with the hand brush. Let's start in one of those green squares. There we go. As you can see, something is already available. It gets more visible. So we have to push 2 times here. And every time you attempt this, you can see on the upper side that this goes down. So this bar shrinks more and more. You now have 10 hours and 48 minutes. That's not literally. It's more like that every time you press, you can see that 18 minutes go off it. Of course, this is in the beginner's version. Be aware that if you are in the wild and you're doing this goes a lot faster and you have lesser attempts. So the antiquity is unearthed. Gabriella's bottle of proving is uncovered. And as you can see, you see the silver chest and you're good. So now you still have some possibilities to check other spots to make sure everything is gone. So what they like you to do is to make sure that all your attempts are gone. And there you have it, a bonus loot. So you can always get the main item and 3 bonus loot items. In this case, of course, it's tutorial, so they give you 1 bonus loot item and the main item. We all are very happy. As you can see, also the rapport increase of Miri, that's a side effect for your companion. Miri likes it that you actually excavate, and Bastian likes it that you scry.
That's the trick.
So she tells you more how about it works.
You might damage the
as I just explained in my former preaching. We go back to Verita, pronounce it in the right way, Verita Numina.
Welcome back, Antiquarian.
She asks you how it went. Well, it went very well. You complete the quest.
You have a great deal of work.
And now you are ready to get your antiquities in the wild. So this gives you access to all the antiquities all over the world. Every region has teaching or just always a fairly at least 3 excavation points that you can check and try out and get the stuff from. Then of course there are leads all over the world. For instance, when you conquer dungeons or open treasure chests or whatever possibilities, even like the famous one in Shadowfen where you have to pick up water nodes to get a lead for a certain item that if you combine all those items, you get a mythical item. Not specifically on that item, but more in general. You're now in Western Skyrim. So if we go to the antiquity page, here it says there are antiquities available here. Available is the North Scrimshaw Pendant. So this is in the current zone Scryable. Under the current zone is all active leads. So all the active leads in all the regions, so all the active leads that are named here. And those are in variant difficulties. So here there's a master and this is a difficulty simple. And of course, when you start out, you go for the simple ones. So for instance, let's do the North Scrimshaw pendant to finish this tutorial. You double click on it, you get the scrying again, and of course we have almost nothing built on already. So let's try to do this again. We start at the beginning point and we want to access the combinations. So this is the first, the second. Here you can see this makes a very nice combination and gives us access to the other foci. Let's do that. You can see that the combination exists here. We do that one. To the left. And here is how we got them all 6. And it tells you that your excavation point is all the way up in Western Skyrim, and you can run up and try to get it over there. Now with this comes of course a skill line, which we access by pressing K, go to the world, and there you can see that you have excavation, and there's a long way to go. You can build it up to level 8, and it gives you more and more access to all kind of tools and more abilities to get your excavation and scrying faster. And when you think about scrying, it's more easier to get all the combinations, and also in more difficult scry positions where you have a lot of combinations to solve and harder ways to get to the foci, more and more possibilities will be possible over there. Now, quite a nice one is of course, especially in the excavation, that you can use on this character, and you would like to have it possible for all of your characters. That takes a lot of time, of course, and dependable on how many characters you have. Is here that you have the keen eye treasure chest, that you can spot treasure chests from a distance, which can be very helpful to obtain gear and other stuff. Well, this concludes our tutorial about excavation and scrying. I hope it was very helpful. Make sure that you like this video and subscribe to it. We would really appreciate that. We hope to see you in the future. Join the Storm Wolves. Have fun. Bye, gamers.